Ah, yeah. Hi, welcome back. Reaction Talk with Angie Rollen. And we were having a discussion.
Yeah.
And we'll be fair. And this, I mean, my honey will be proud. We attributed the song to the wrong band. We discovered, I think this is the original. If we're wrong, let us know. But because it's, we had no clue, we know the song. You probably know the song as well. But we were wrong, so we're going to throw a little love its way.
Yeah.
And we like the song now after we found out we were wrong. Maybe. Well, I like it more than my honey, maybe.
And we're happy together.
Yeah.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, and use my mind, imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together.
I gotta go back a sec. Now, could I close a lot more deals with you if I had a coat like that? I mean, would that get her done? That is a good look, right?
Maybe.
Could I pull that off?
I don't know.
Especially with the bow tie?
I think you could now. I really do.
No, and then because I love you so much and I know my honey, like if we were playing the dating game, you'd allow me to put those guys' pants in the back on with that coat, right? That's a look I could use.
Which
No, those ones, you see them
pants
there.
are there?
No. You see the pants I'm talking about. You have eyes. They're there. They're front and center. They're rear center. I mean, you see them. Now that's a...
No.
Could I... Damn it. We would win the dating game. Cause...
No.
Oh, wait,
no,
that's
no,
newlyweds.
no,
You
no.
wouldn't realize. So in the newlywed game, they're like, Ange, do you realize that Roland's going to get that coat and those pants back there and put them on? Are you going to be okay with that? I'm a newlywed, yes. Then they redo the show in like 20 years. Recently separated game. And it was the pants! He keeps wearing these ugly effing pants with his coat!
Oh, God.
He hates me.
No.
I'm kidding. I love you.
That's
I
funny.
just wanted to have some fun because
Yes.
I love you a lot.
Fashion
And if I just
fading.
listen to the song, the next thing you know, I'm gonna be all like oogly.
Googly.
Oh, I
Googly,
know.
googly.
Turns out, it gets stronger, not
I
weaker.
didn't know that it had such strong language.
Oh, nah.
And you say you belong to me, and use my mind, imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, the skies will be blue for all my life. And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you.
Yeah. So I would have to say,
Hmm.
yeah, Yeah. I wouldn't trade any bump in the road because the end, the ultimate end of the. So you what? Oh my goodness. All power to anybody wanting to do their thing. But until you get the time, and I wish it was 20 years and not 10. Till you get the time, you don't realize the rewards that the reward comes from hitting the little bumps. Oh, those are my honey. Look at that. And like 15 people will know how much I love you. And 5,000 people are going to think I hate Dimash.
Oh, stop.
It's how it goes. I'm telling you, it was just a concert. I'm like, I bought front row center. I'm like, this kid cost me $80 a head, man. Let's just go to town. This, I'm like, it's been sitting around for 3 years longer than I've been alive, and can just fill me with joy. There's the difference. It's got to mean something, not just be snazzy and fancy. Now, I'm not crapping on Dimash. I love Dimash, and it was a blast. Right? So just in case you're a watch it all viewer,
Well,
I'm not saying that. And if you're a watch it all viewer, then I can just let it go because they already know what I mean. It's not no disrespect. It's
no,
just
I get an emotional response, so whatever you don't.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
different
yeah.
for everybody.
And it's like, this is one of those rare occasions where a song they have actually beaten to death through commercials, TV, movies, while sitting next to you thinking about the words. Whoa!
Well, and then you said not 20 years, but technically 20 years ago we were together.
Yeah, no, there's,
It's just the
if we
bumps.
just, if we,
Hadn't had no bumps.
yeah, those
Everybody
bumps
has
are real.
bumps.
Yeah. And I mean, if we really go
Detours.
back to when you were, creeping around my bedroom window, then
Oh,
we've got
wow.
years. We got years, because you come over to visit.
That was 30 plus years
Yeah.
ago.
Let's visit. But you know how excited you are when you're a young man and you get a knock on the window and you should be terrified, but your heart jumps up into your throat because you know exactly what just happened. And you open that window, and if you think that's just on TV, then you are missing a shit ton of life. Because sometimes your partner comes and sneaks in your window and you hide and talk for hours. I liked being attached to that phone too. I didn't need to be driving around doing nothing. I liked sitting there in my room talking to you. That was cool too. Fuck them, they missed out on a lot of shit. I mean, no disrespect.
No, they did.
They did.
It's imagination.
It got worse, not better. I promise you.
Those things that make it special.
Yeah. I saw a meme today. It was a Nerf ball, a 70s, circa 70s Nerf ball. And the meme was, no internet required.
Right.
It made so much sense to me, hit me so hard. I was like, oh shit. And then what did we watch? Like we light up Minneapolis last night.
Yeah.
That's some fair play they had there. Sorry, I hate to go both directions with this, but that's why we're together. Because we care about that whole spectrum of shit, not just we're googly in love. But you know what helps? Weathering the storm, being stupid, googly in love. So there you go. You take that all, whatever you think it's worth.
Yeah.
But I'm dead effing serious on all of that.
And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together, so happy together. And how is the weather?
Now,
So happy together, we're happy together. So happy together, we're happy together.
have been the first time I ever saw the performance of the people, I mean, very interesting.
Oh,
Very
you're
interesting.
Yes.
No, I
Who's the
remember, I said who I thought it was. So.
No, I know. That's why I'm not giving that up.
No, I know.
And then I was looking at the arches and the squares of the crowd. Now we can go
Oh,
whole
yes.
next level on
Oh,
this.
I know.
Because you know why my honey and buddy and I are in love? Because now the next, hey, hi, did you enjoy the Turtles Happy Together, 1967? If you don't want the rest of this reaction to just make you go nuts, I'd come back next time. Bye. So the Masonic imagery, pillars. Now they're arches, but then pillars hold up all arches.
Yeah, the checkerboard.
And then the checkerboard's
floor.
always with that. Now, I'm not saying it is. We're not saying that at all. But my honey and I, when this shit ain't recording, if you don't think that that's topics of conversation and we don't like this, I don't bring this stuff up all the time on the other channel because I get a jollies off it. We don't think it means what it means, but we always like noticing certain things. Here's the creepy part.
67.
What if it's just one weirdo who's getting his jollies and an art director who's catering to him?
Right.
And everybody else just thinks it's a set.
So
it can get really weird when you... Oh, shit. Go on,
What?
please.
No, hurry up.
I'll remember.
okay, so do you know? Yeah, the guy who writes all the songs. I write the songs.
Oh, yeah. Barry.
No, not Barry. I was just singing him because he has a song that
Written
says,
by...
I write all the songs. Do you know the guy who writes all the songs?
Oh, no, I don't, but I do understand.
No.
I know there's a guy who writes all the hit pop songs.
Do you know there's a guy who writes all the hit pop songs?
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is either. I mean, we can
But
find
he
out.
exists.
But he exists.
That's a real thing.
Okay, and there's rabbit holes all over, north, south, east, west. And you find out, just like you said, if it's the same person doing something, then what is their influence? Who's influencing them to do those things?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So, if 67, I mean, that was probably a smaller bucket of people that were able to be playing in that, right?
Oh, that's why the Wrecking Crew
So,
documentary.
We could probably go through 67, 66, 68 and see similarities in the production design of sets, right? And all kinds of stuff. Now we're geeks. We are complete geeks. Now this is why we're happy together.
Yeah. and I'm not a fan anymore, but Silent Bob. Damn, I can't.
SpongeBob?
No, Silent Bob. Clerks. I actually went and saw him speak. But this story's on the internet. You can look this up. So he was working on, I think it was either script something, but it's a story about Wild Wild West, the movie, with Will Smith.
Okay.
And if you see it, there's a steampunk spider monster in the movie. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, he tells this story. And it's a kick-ass story, even though I have a lot of respect for him because he kind of went off to one end. He tells this story, and at the end of the story, that's in that movie because the producer's girlfriend. Because of one producer's girlfriend, basically. If I'm retelling this, I mean, I'm almost sure I am.
Right.
And it was this. So he was going to do a Superman movie or something. And they needed it to have a giant arachnoid in it. And it fell apart. No, I'm not going to do it. That same producer went on to produce Wild Wild West. And here you go. They found the money, the actors, and the everyone who would give this. But the fucking spider made it to a movie.
Yep.
The big robot spider made it to a movie. And you hear the story and you realize that a pile of money someone's girlfriend in a night of passionate something or a pile of cocaine has probably influenced more than any of us ever imagined.
Right, yeah.
And it's not actually public opinion, anything. It's these weird moments, and we all just live with it because the people who can get the pile of cocaine, the floozy one night stand, or all the money in the world, that ain't us.
Yes.
How'd I do? I'm having some fun.
You're having fun. That's,
I think we should. We'll be done with this one. I'll
done.
say goodbye this time.
Or they're gonna be unhappy
Are you really?
together.
No.
I'm just kidding.
You know how many times they've heard this song? This might have been the most fun they've had in this song in a bit.
Oh,
Is
I'm
that
sure.
presumptuous of me? And I don't mean to be, but I mean, sometimes I think we're, kicking ass and taking names.
Well,
And I mean, to make something out of, I think we made something out of nothing. And that's a whole lot of fun. Baby, I'm done with this shit.
All right, let's go.
Bye.
Bye.